Good day everyone, Brad here with a new mock alternate build from good old 75375, the mini-scale Millennium Falcon. I think this might be my 20th build. Honestly, I've lost count. I'll have to check. But this one, the Battlestar Galactica from the 1978 TV series. This is the original version of the ship. You may recall that I made a different Battlestar Galactica a little while ago from the remake show. But before I show you the details and features and compare these two, I actually want to kind of go over the history a little bit of Battlestar Galactica because I feel like many of you out there may not be familiar with it. I know I certainly wasn't until a while ago. And yeah, I'm trying a new format here with how these videos are, so if you like it this way, please let me know. So, what is Battlestar Galactica?
There are those who believe that life here began out there.
Battlestar Galactica is an American science fiction television series created by Glenn A. Larson that aired on NBC in 1978. Funny thing, he did a lot of other projects, but he actually did Knight Rider, so I had no idea he did Battlestar Galactica, which is pretty cool. Basically, the storyline is a series of humans fleeing the destruction of their homeworlds on board the Battlestar Galactica. That's another fun thing I never knew, was that the ship itself, the main ship, is called the Battlestar Galactica, which is an awesome name for a ship, I think. They're basically searching for a new home while being pursued by the Cylons, a fearsome society of robots intent on exterminating all humans. So this became a mini-series and then a whole show. Unfortunately, it didn't last that long, but it did get a reboot back in 2004. I'm currently watching the new show, and I do like it a lot. Alright, so with that out of the way, let's take a closer look at these two ships here, but mainly this one, the 1978 original version. Now, taking a look at the Battlestar Galactica, and of all of my midi-scale ships, this is one of the bigger ones. This one is quite large. I think it's over a foot long if I can recall right. Just kind of get you some of the angles here. And here is a minifigure. I just grabbed the Captain Quint from the Jaws set behind me. That is what they look like. Now, some of the details that I really wanted to make sure I got right were the openings here on the front. And I wanted to do kind of a leveling thing here, where it levels up with flat pieces instead of doing a smoother side like I did with this one. In fact, let me go ahead and bring it on up so I can compare some of these differences. So it is different in the design. If you look at the new reboot, it is much smoother on the front. So I wanted to keep it jagged here. Moving along the back, I made sure to add all the little details. And then on the sides, you can see it's a little bit wider than the newer version, where they keep all of the Viper ships. Now the back, this was a fun part to do here, because I had to get these little design elements along the way. And then up here too. And turning it around, looking at the pictures, I haven't actually watched the original Battlestar Galactica. I've only seen the new show. But it looks like there's a place here, like a hangar. I don't know if that's just another hangar they can use besides the one on the sides. So I made sure to keep that opening there. And I actually want to take it off the stand here so I can show you a few things. So taking the ship off, it is very solid and swooshable. This is a sturdy ship. You could throw it upside down, you could throw it right side up. This thing's not breaking. You can even hold it from the very back and it's solid all the way through. And the stand is very similar to the Millennium Falcon stand. I always remove the nameplate from my builds, but other than that, it's actually the opposite way. So you may notice the L joint. On most builds and most of my alternates, it goes up to the right, just like on the Millennium Falcon. So keep in mind, it's shifted that way. And the reason is because of the weight. It is much heavier on the back. So it sits better and it helps support it better by having it this way. Alright, so that is going to do it for this alt build Battlestar Galactica from one of my favorite sets ever made here. So again, I was not familiar with this, so let me know what ships you want to see in the future. I actually have some ideas for Stargate and some more Star Trek stuff. I've never seen Stargate, not familiar with it. Maybe I'll look into some ships from The Expanse. Yeah, just any cool sci-fi ships. So I will have instructions available for this in the description down below. It'll have my Rubricable page and all the other mocks that I've built over the years. So yeah, that'll do it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.